All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Ready.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Another carry for him. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
Go.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Completed over the middle. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And the Falcons will take over. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go now.
They'll run it here with Bijan Robinson. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Azeez Al-Shire that time on the tackle. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Slot man motioned over. From the shotgun, Penix. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. First time this game they've looked to him. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Penix working from the gun. He lets one fly deep downfield. They connect on the deep shot. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Penix on 1st down. Pass is caught. That's Darnell Mooney. They strike for 23 yards. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down. From the gun, it's Robinson. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Penix here from the gun. Into the hands of Pitts. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons drive 80-plus yards and take a 6-0 lead. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. So a touchdown on the board for him, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
That one right down the middle. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead. crew all lined up and ready to boot this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Not a good return. They bring him down just beyond the 10. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Set.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Go.
The give for the first time to Rachaad White. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Here we go. Set.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. He's going to keep this one. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down.
Certainly dropped these quarterback keepers anticipating a whole lot more yardage, but I think it could be overlooked there since they did pick up the first down. If anything, they could see what kept it to a small gain over there on the sidelines, and they'll come back to it on the next set of downs.
Richardson now on 1st and 10. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. He can't hang on to the pass. And it's going to be 2nd down.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
He's on the move. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. So now a much tougher task here as they come up on 2nd and 20.
79 Broncos. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Check go.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Gets everything he has under this throw. Big gain downfield. And in, touchdown Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Kicking team on to try the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers tie this game 7-7. The Bucs get lined up and they will kick this away. From his own end zone, here we go. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. Penix now on 1st down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Buccaneers take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Chooses to bring this one out. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's take 19.
Fresh off the pick, here's Penix. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Couldn't connect on first, it's 2nd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Go.
3rd down, it's Penix. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. That throw is looking for Kyle Pitts. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
And again, it's Penix. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that's gonna leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. No return on that punt. And the Buccaneers will get set to go on offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Check go.
Lone back gets the handoff. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
So that's 1 quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. Neither side separating much so far. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. On 1st down, it's Richardson. Teams getting out there, and oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. He got in front of that one for the pick. Looked like that's the receiver it was designed to go to on that play, too.
Yeah, the QB just must have missed the lurky defender in coverage right there. That's where, as a QB, you've got to have the vision to not just see your route, but see those defenders in front of you. If you stare down your receivers in this league, turnovers follow.
On 1st down, here's Penix. Pitts brings it in. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. 1st and 10 are under Robinson. And he's able to work this down to the 41. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. From the 41. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
I think we're seeing why this defense likes him in coverage. He reacts so well to throws and is even more adept in breaking up those passes.
Motion man sent left. He gets it out left, and it's caught. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he's brought down after a short game.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him,
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Best defensive ends in the NFL, they don't need to win sustained battles to get home. Nope. Sometimes, Kate, all they need is one quick move, and they're into the backfield blowing it up.
Let's go now.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Here's Penix to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
The kick by Lutz is good. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going. You hate to see this on 4th down for that defense, roughing the kicker. Now they've got a first inside the red zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So that brings up 2nd down. Here's Penix. He brings it in. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Here's Robinson. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Robinson goes the wrong way and is going to lose several here.
I don't know how you try another run here. They simply won't be moved defensively in the trenches. If you're scoring, it looks like it's going to be through the air.
Here we go.
They'll send him over right. Quick pass, right side, complete. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I could think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
And they'll bring him down after a pretty short game. And he will not get there. They stop him on 4th and goal. What a stand to force that turnover on downs. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Warrior 70. Panther 11. Panther 11. And up.
He'll throw it from his own end zone. Short pass brought in. And they bring him down up at the 12-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
19 tight. 19 tight.
1st down throw here from Richardson. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And they send a man in motion. From the 20 on 2nd down. That's to his back. Here's Rachaad White. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Raymond James. And it's the Buccaneers who have 1st and 10.
Set, go.
They'll throw again. Richardson. He's going deep. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Complete beyond the marker. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
79 Bronco. Here we go. Set.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. He lofts it deep left. And he's there to send that one away incomplete.
You know, ball skills, they're not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge gain.
He has room past the 25. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. From the red zone now. Throwing the out route complete. And as this play goes out of bounds, all eyes turn to that flag on the field. So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. So now, following the penalty, it's 1st and goal. Running it after the penalty. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Offense in the hurry up here. Now Richardson to throw. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact late.
Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. He's going to field this at the 2. He's stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Penix working from the gun. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
Oh, those linebackers. Those linebackers. They seem to be in the thick of every play and some of the quickest reaction times out there. He needed a quick reaction there to get a finger on the throw. It changed its direction.
And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped.
Well, that right there, Kate, that is the epitome of trust. And trust in your big physical tight end. Throwing his way into double coverage. You may question the decision when the ball leaves his hands, but it's tough to question when it produces results like that.
Got a man. Robinson has it. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. 1st down now. Ball at the 39-yard line. Penix here from the gun. He's throwing deep to the left side. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands. He dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up. From the shotgun, Penix. Looking for it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard, and you get into known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get rid of the ball and you take another sack, you make this 3rd down a near impossibility.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and convert on 3rd and 17. Penix on 1st down. Escapes the pocket. He's got it over the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And the Falcons will have a 1st. Penix now to throw. Caught by the open man. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons cut into the lead coming out of halftime. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Koo on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons tie things up at 14. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. Return coming from the 6. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat! Go!
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Set the knee! Check, check! And up!
They'll run here on 1st down. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 14. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play. That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And that return comes to an end as they touch him down. First and 10 now from the 30. They go play action. Here's Penix. Into the hands of Pitts. It's a gain of 22. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And they make the tackle at the 38.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. Has him on the quick hitter. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catch.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Falcons take a third-quarter lead. Michael Penix Jr., the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. Koo with the extra point. And the Falcons break that tie and now lead by 7. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. Starting from the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Here we go.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. And as that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, they've got a first down here.
Ready.
They got the interference call on third down, and that keeps this drive going with a new set of downs. On first down, it's Richardson. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Isaiah Simmons picks it off.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out first and 10. Penix now. He's on the move. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Yaya Diaby brings him down.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing he woke up to it.
Second down now, 7 to go. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Second down now, 7 to go. They put a receiver in motion right. From the 45 on second down. Hyatt with the ground. All the way, that's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Extra point by Koo is up and good. And the Falcons double their lead to 14.
Buccaneers, 14. Youngway Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. Returning it from the 4. He stopped on the return at the 27. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. He's finally caught, and he lost the football. Oh, no, it's out. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. On 1st down, they'll run. Ooh, sharp running here. He's past the 30. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Ready?
Back-to-back carries here. Makes a cut, and he's going to haul it in for the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers now within 1 score in the 4th. Well, Brock, he found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Mikey,
Throwing, Penix. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
He goes back to him yet again, complete. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Falcons will have a first. They send a receiver in motion right. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Play action. Here's Penix. That's incomplete left side. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here's Penix. Pitts brings it in. A lot of mess on the move here. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons have a commanding 14-point lead now in the 4th. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Koo with the extra point. And the Falcons lead by 15 now. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. This return starts at the 5. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's able to push this ahead to around the 27. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. From the 27. Buys time, rolling right. Culp with a catch. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Rolling left, buying some time. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Working quickly here. Richardson now on 1st and 10. And they pick him off again. And the Falcons are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long. But throwing 4, he probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now.
1 play in, and already they're close to midfield. Going to the ground again on 1st. Breaks the tackle. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Buccaneers territory. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Penix looking to pass. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
His running back hauls it in deep right. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That one hits for 30. And it's good for an Atlanta first down. A toss now to Robinson. And he's taken down with a short gain to the 25. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. Robinson on the inside give. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up. Staying with Robinson. And what a hit there. Ouch, she faced the press for moving the chains that time.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. So the Falcons will fly home with a win on the road. And they take the first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. A well-earned win for the Falcons, as with that, we sign off from Tampa.